Hello everyone, how are you? This is Kei. So today is the 16th of June 2023 on Friday. So happy Friday everyone, and welcome back to another live stream today. So looks like the JPY continuously being weak. So we will see lots of JPY pairs trending, and also USD has been weak. So we see lots of markets trending on USD pairs also in the markets. And just now there was a Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report. So let's have a look at them together and see how that news impacted the markets. Okay, so alright, let me see. Alright, so first let me say hi to everyone until I see more viewers today. Alright, hello Reza, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Michael and John, Kevin, William, LW, and Alex, good to see you too. Alright, and Hinata, good to see you too. Thank you very much for joining. Alright, so let's see, let me open the news website first. And here is the outcome. Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index. This just happened 5 minutes ago. And simply speaking, this is a sentiment report done by Michigan University. And the previous number was 59 and consensus was a 60. However, the result, the actual report was 63.9. So it was better than previous and better than consensus. So usually in this case, the USD, its currency, should be bought. Yeah, and we can find it out by simply looking at the strength chart, the currency strength chart. And if I just refresh the page, then this is the result. So USD is orange, and now it's going down. So this is against what we expected. So the actual, again, was better than previous, better than consensus, but this currency USD as itself is sold. So this means that the result was the result, assessment of the result was negative to the market, and that's why USD is currently sold. And now GBP is up, JPY is down, and New Zealand AUD are up, and Swiss franc is down, and Euro is slightly up, and CAD is in a sideways. So that means now we have a trend on GBP JPY. So let's take a look at that one first. Okay, so let me turn this to trading view. So here is the GBP JPY. Oops, I'm sorry, I think I put the wrong screen. Okay, there we go. So here's the GBP JPY. It has been bullish for within this week, ever since 13th of June, after it broke the major resistance level 175.22. As I expected, the market has been bullish for the last 4 days. And today is also bullish. So you may be able to capture some nice pips if you follow my live stream. So right now, this is the strongest among the markets in Forex. So daily is bullish, and Kumo is up, Kijun Sen is also up, Tenkan Sen is up, and Chikou span above candles. And also, if you look at the weekly time frame, if I zoom out all the way, then as I mentioned on the weekly Sunday's forecast, there was no resistances. This was simply called I wave, in Ichimoku. There are no retracement, simply the market has been bearish with no retracement or with no pullbacks. So that's why I say that once it breaks 175.22, then the market continue to be bullish until 188.77, and that's exactly what's happening right now. So if you are trading pound JPY, then you can keep holding it. This is still bullish. Or if you want to look for the next opportunity, then you can also do that. Next week may be bullish too continuously, so you can keep trading and keep looking for some more opportunities. If you only look at the price actions like this, then you may think that this is overbought, and you may expect that the market will retrace at some point, and it may happen, and it has been happening on the lower time frames. If you look at the 5-minute, then you see the retracements today, yesterday, but overall has been bullish. So that means even if you get stopped out with very small losses, you can always re-enter the market and follow uptrend. No market keeps going up or keeps going down. There has to be some retracements or some waves, especially on the lower time frames. So this is still bullish, and I can tell that because if I look at the Kumo shape, it has been thick and long. It's getting a bit thin, so the market may retrace anytime, but even if it retraces, I think uptrend will be continuous next week onwards until it reaches 188.7. So I continue to look for an opportunities to buy on this one, with no doubt. Yeah, just hold on. I have to adjust the screen. Just hold on. Yeah. So John says, pound JPY, you are, I think, trading that one, and my analysis based on 4-hour 30 is bullish, because daily is bullish and weekly is also bullish, so we can keep holding the trade. Yeah, and same is true on AUDJPY. AUDJPY is also bullish, and daily Kumo is not too thin. This is okay thickness, not too thick but not too thin. So I think the market will be uptrending continuously. So I follow Ichimoku direction, and AUDJPY, the target will be 98.61. Until the market reaches that price, I keep holding my trades and I keep following uptrend, and I keep looking for some new entries along the way up. And the AUDJPY, if you look at the weekly time frame, this is not better than pound JPY, because the Kumo has not twisted yet. It broke the Kumo, the Chikou span broke the candles, so in that sense it's good. But if you look at the GBP JPY, this is more stably bullish than AUDJPY. Plus the target is kind of close, 98.61, and the pips to there from today is 140 pips or so, versus GBP/JPY, the target we have is still 600 or 720 pips or so. So in terms of target and also stability of this uptrend, I think GBP/JPY looks better. And you can actually tell from the strength chart. You see that today, for example, if I just pop out the GBP AUD and JPY, GBP pound has been bullish. JPY is in common with the GBP/JPY and AUD/JPY, so you can just ignore the JPY. But if you only look at the strengths of GBP and AUD, GBP has been more stably bullish than AUD. Today, AUD-JPY is bullish, but it's caused by the weak JPY, not the strong AUD. But GBP-JPY bullishness is caused by both strong GBP and weak JPY, and as a result, this pair, GBP-JPY, has more stronger bullishness than AUD-JPY. So if you trade both ones at the same time, then you can make more profits on GBP-JPY. So that you can tell from the strings chart, and also you can tell from the technical analysis by Ichimoku. Plus the target is bigger on the GBP-JPY. Okay, I hope that makes sense to everyone. Oh, gain some profits on the AUD-JPY and NZD-JPY. That's good. Okay. So yeah, I don't trade NZD pairs because I backtested it on my strategy long ago, and my performance was not really good. But looks like NZD has been really good this year, so I think I will backtest sometime. And if it works this year, then I will add New Zealand pairs also on my watch list. But the concern is that the spread is still a bit wide in my broker to trade New Zealand pairs and also the Swiss franc pairs. Okay, so since we had the news in the US, now USD is bearish or bullish, it's spiking. So let me check the pairs on the USD. So yesterday we have covered the USD pairs. I said Euro USD is bullish, but today is doji, so looks like the market is now resisted by the Senko span Senko span A on the daily time frame, and it may retrace next week. So Euro USD, we have to wait for now the Kumo breakout to buy. If you still keep holding, then I recommend you to exit before weekend, because Monday may retrace. And the USD-JPY is bullish. So yesterday, if you remember, there was a pin bar and the market was resisted by 140.90, but now it's bullish. Today is bullish, so I think USD-JPY will be good next week, but not today. We have to still wait for the clear breakout and make sure that the daily candlestick closes above the resistance, and next week we can buy. But if today's candlestick closes like the one on yesterday, like the pin bar, then next week may be bearish or range. So it will take another 6 hours and 43 minutes to close. So I don't recommend anyone to touch USD-JPY today. Okay, and the USD-CAD has been bearish, so I think this pair is also continuously nice. It broke the support zone between 1.3300 and 1.3315, and ever since it has been bearish. But the Kumo is a bit too small, so this is bearish in the long term, but along the way, I think the market may consolidate or retrace. So yeah, this you have to watch out on the retracement on this one. But this is downtrend in the long term, I think. And also another interesting USD pair is Pound USD. So Pound USD has been bullish, but like I mentioned yesterday, the Kumo has been really thin on the daily time frame. So the market can retrace anytime. Today happened to be bullish, but when it reverses, it happens really fast. So we have to watch out on the retracement when Kumo is really thin like this. And also, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen are very close. So this also means that this is a strong bullish trend. I mean overbought. So yeah, GBP USD is I think a bit risky to trade. So I prefer to trade on GBP JPY or AUD JPY, but not this one. So I do look at the Kumo shape and decide which one to trade or not. So yeah, and the other markets, the other USD pairs are a bit ranging now. AUD USD broke the resistance yesterday, but today is retracing. Yeah, I think we don't really see any other interesting markets among the USD pairs. And also, let me check the gold, XAU USD, because I do trade gold also. So in terms of gold, looks like it has been ranging still. So no trends. The market has been within the Kumo on the daily time frame. So this is a daily time frame. So yesterday, the market was supported by the Kumo Senko Span B, and now it's range still. Kijun Sen is coming down, so the market may be resisted by the Kijun Sen and go down. And looks like it has been resisted by the trend line, but I will see. I would prefer to wait for the breakout of the Kumo bearish to sell, or wait for the resistance breakout and buy. Within the Kumo, usually the market becomes really tricky, and the spread also becomes a bit wider. So to me, this is not the best market to trade yet. So now I focus on Forex pairs, I think. Okay, and let's see. And also, let me also have a look at BTC USD, because I know some of you also trade cryptos. So Bitcoin is now bearish, simply because the price is below Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen and Kumo, and Chikou span below the candles. And looks like the market has been resisted by the Tenkan-sen so far. So it may retrace to Tenkan-sen, then goes down this way. So from technical perspective, BTC USD is still bearish. And it looks like almost all the other cryptocurrencies are now bearish. But again, I don't trade cryptos, so this is just my view on these markets. Okay, yeah, so let me check some other comments. Again, good to see you everyone. Thank you very much for joining today. Okay, alright, hello, Win Photo, thank you for joining, XYZ, be back, Ashok, and Roman, good to see you, and thank you very much for your comment from Germany, good to see you. Gamer, thank you for joining, good to see you too. Alright. Okay. Yeah, moving the stop loss is a bit too early. Yeah, it may cause the small losses or small profits. So I think the stop loss movement, how to move the stop loss is really the key to be able to hold the trades with the bigger pips. Okay, good to see Kyril, Kevin, thanks for joining. Binak, also good to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Is it possible to enter USD CAD? Let me see. USD CAD. So here's a daily, it's down. The Kumo is a bit thin, but let me see. 4 hour this is downtrending, it's okay. And 1 hour is also down. But look at the 1 hour, this is doji, pin bar. So I don't feel comfortable to be in a trade, because this pin bar may be the retracement So I don't want to trade. I don't look at the 5-minute or lower time frames to trade on this one. So you also have to look at the candlesticks and also the price actions to see which one you trade. If it's too choppy like this, then I don't recommend you to trade. And that's all because the daily Kumo is too thin. So that means the market may retrace anytime. Okay. Okay, let me see. Let me check some other comments. Gamer says, I'm profiting with your strategy and analysis on Swiss franc JPY, AD JPY, Pound JPY, Pound USD, Swiss franc JPY. Oh, you took lots of trades. Yeah. So the rule for me is to risk 2% whenever I trade. So if you're still risking 2%, then I don't recommend you to trade one after another until you don't risk, which means until you set the break even. I don't recommend you to trade additionally, because if, for example, JPY goes against you, then everything might be red. So just watch out is my advice. But it's good that you're still making profits. Hopefully you set break even or you fix profit on towards the end of market today, and look for some new opportunities on Monday next week. Okay, let me see. Ravindra says, I have learned a lot from you and I'm making consistent progress. Can you also do some analysis on Nifty and Bank Nifty? Sure. Let me see. Okay, Nifty is today's bullish, looks like. Oh yeah, so as expected, so here's Nifty 50 index. Nifty 50 looks to be bullish and it's reaching all-time high, 18,887. And Kumo has been thick. So most likely next week it breaks and goes to the next targets, which are the next run numbers. So the most recent next run number will be 19,000, exact number. And then it may go up to 19,100 and on and on. If you don't have the previous resistances, then the round numbers will be the next targets. So yeah, this is bullish, no doubt. You can keep holding the trades. Yeah, so the top 18,887 is the high from the December 1st last year. And I thought this is the swing high, all-time high. Yeah, so that's all-time high. So yeah, I think the market will be making some new epic price levels. And also Bank Nifty. Okay, so here's Bank Nifty. Looks like it broke that resistance once, but then now it's becoming range. And in terms of Bank Nifty, I think yesterday was the very important day because it broke the Kijun Sen on the 15th yesterday. And also Chikou span touched the candles yesterday. And the price is now below Kijun Sen, above Kumo. So this is range. So from here, I think the market keeps ranging until it touches Kumo. And that this part of the Kumo has been really thick. So that means as it keeps ranging, most likely the market will be supported by the Kumo and goes up. And then most likely Chikou span follows the candles. This is called the Chikou span trace as one of the Ichimoku original strategies. Chikou span trace may happen and then finally breaks. So I would say that for Bank Nifty, I think for the next 10 days or 11 days, it keeps ranging is my analysis. But if you trade on this market, then please keep monitoring, keep watching the market every day, because I say this, but we never know when it breaks bullish. It may break next week, Monday, Tuesday, we never know. So just watch the market every day. But in this momentum, in this pattern of Ichimoku and the candlesticks, I think the market will range for the next 10 or 11 days. So I keep this sign so that we remember what I talked. And I think we can come back sometime 10 or 11 days later on this one. If you can remind me, that would be great. Okay, so this is one of the ways to read the market momentum by Ichimoku, by Chikou span, and the location of the price, and also thickness of the Kumo. So I think I will delete this horizontal now. Okay, all right. So let me see. Okay. Yeah, glad that you're some of you are making nice profits. Yeah, so please be consistent, right? Please don't be overconfident, but please be consistent on what you do. Then you should be fine. Okay, Duke also, thank you very much for the comment. Oh, Nasdaq hit the target. Okay, let me check. Oh yeah, that's right. Looks like Nasdaq, like I mentioned, the target was 15,284, and this is actually the swing high. There are two tops in March and February, and looks like it has reached over there. So from here, what may happen is that the once it breaks, then I think the market goes to the next target, which is going to be on 16,024. And I do look at the Kumo thickness, and Kumo thickness is still fine. If Kumo is too thin, then it may be resisted and retrace. But since Kumo has been thick and long so far, I think it will break Monday, Tuesday, and continue to bullish. So that's Nasdaq. Yeah, this market is strongly bullish still. And if you also look at the weekly time frame, this is also bullish Kumo. A weekly Kumo is still a bit too small, too thin. So that means on the weekly basis, it may retrace. So that means in terms of daily, may break out. So it may break that resistance once, maybe Monday, Tuesday, or maybe Wednesday, I'm not sure. But sometime next week, may retrace and close below that resistance. So now I would say that we have to watch out on the fake breakout on this one because of this thin and small weekly Kumo here. So if you're trading this one, you can keep holding and keep trading the profits. Or if you see an entry opportunity, then you can still take trade on this one. But if it start to reverse, go against you, then I recommend you to exit as soon as possible. Because once a retracement happens, I think it goes down to Tenkan-sen or even down to Kijun-sen, and you may lose big. So never hold your trades too much on Nasdaq if you're trading on this one. So that's something that we can notice by this Kumo shape on the weekly time frame. Okay. Yeah, good to see you, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, Reza says, I learned from you to look at the market with simple eyes and look for the reasons for everything that happens in it. And when I use Ichimoku, I feel that it's talking with me and shows me the truth of market things. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, so yeah, I think if you, especially when you trade, every action you take must have some reasons. So never trade by gut feelings or never trade by intuitions. You have to think logically and objectively and rationally to take trades. And this is also what the creator of Ichimoku said too. And I keep his rule also. Sometimes we feel like trading, we feel like entering the trade, buying it just because it's going up. But if you keep trading in that manner, then you may lose big too. And also psychologically, it may be difficult to trade in the long run. So, but if you have some logics behind in terms of which market to enter or not, or when to enter, how to enter trades, and more importantly, how to exit your trades, then your trade should be fine because you know what you're doing based on the logic behind. And that's why we need the rules and we need the strategies that helps you to prevent from the psychological struggles. So after you experience to trade in a logic way, then yeah, I think you will be like a machine just to take trades. And if it becomes like a routine, then trading itself will be like the routine too. Like you know what to do. When you first open the market, you know what to do and so on. So I think that becomes a whole routine. And eventually, you won't be so excited even if you take some nice profits. And you don't get discouraged even if you lose some pips. Because all these are also a part of your strategy. Okay, good to see you, Yeah, so let me come back to Forex and view GBP/JPY now. So it has been bullish, weekly is also bullish, daily is bullish, and 4 hour is also bullish, and 1 hour is also bullish too, and 30-minute is also bullish. The price above the Tenkan-sen. So when I enter trade, I look for the reasons for entries. And for me, I do use some indicators. On the 5-minute, I don't use Ichimoku anymore, but I do use the price actions, and also I use the stochastic, which is down here, and the Bollinger Bands. And the reason why I use stochastic and Bollinger Bands is because I have been using it and I liked it so far. So before I was using MACD and RSI, but I just find myself that stochastic becomes my favorite, and simply that's why I use this. And the Bollinger Bands, I have been using this for years, so I know how it works. And together with the price actions, I enter trades. So when the news happened, Michigan sentiment report, then the market went down once and then came back up. So this candlestick itself is called a pin bar because the body is really small and the wick is really long. So this means that there's a strong buyers here who are pushing the market up, so to speak. And after this pin bar, the next candlestick broke the pin bar bullish. So to me, this is continuously bullish. I think this N wave will continue up like this way. But now for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, it has been ranging. So I prefer to wait for some bullishness to happen and buy. I may wait for the gold cross on stochastic, or I may wait for the breakout of this pin bar, or I may wait for some N wave to happen and then buy. Right now, this is not the best timing for me to buy because I don't see any bullishness for the last 4 candles. This is a bullish confirmation. The pin bar breakout is a bullish confirmation. But after this, it has been ranging, so it may retrace also. So every time when I enter trades, I want the market to go towards my direction smoothly so that I can not only start to make profits but also save my time to monitor chart. But if the market goes down this way, then I may have to wait for the market to go up while holding my position, and it may take for a couple minutes or hours. And this is not time efficient to keep holding my trades. And along the way, I may have to leave, I may have some new appointments, and I may not be able to look at the charts. And by the time I came back to the chart, the market may be going down and it may hit my stop loss here or here somewhere. So I think my strategy or my mindset in terms of my strategy, time efficiency is really important too. Because how many times or how many hours, minutes you monitor does not relate to how much you make profits. And also how many number of trades you take also do not relate to how much pips or profits you make. Simply we make profits by the fact that the market goes towards your direction. But if you have to keep monitoring the chart for let's say 5-6 hours, then finally it goes to your direction, then let's say you make 20 pips. So 5 hours you spend and make 20 pips versus you spend let's say only 30 minutes and make 20 pips. And which one is better is of course monitor 30 pips and make 20 pips. And I always look for the chance to this time efficiency to happen and then take trades. So now if you look at the market, the price is now going down. Looks like the market is now having reverse in the wave or inside a breakout bearish. So it's good that I didn't enter trade. You see? If I have already entered a trade, just because higher time frames are bullish and my stop loss most likely would be below the wick here, psychologically I may still wait for the maybe exit timing still, or I may have to wait longer until it goes towards my direction. And we never know how long it takes. Yeah, and when the market closes within today, I may have to exit in about 6 hours and then come back Monday. So it's like wasting 6 hours of my life. But let's say, not this bearish candlestick, but let's say if the market starts to go up like this way, then that means the chance for the market to go up becomes higher. And that's when I take entry. Because if the chance for the market to go up becomes higher, then that means the market goes up continuously, possibly because this is major direction. And then I set break even or I trail the profits and leave chart. And hopefully it takes only a few minutes to happen. So after you master which one to trade and how to capture the trends, then I think the next step is to really look for the precise entry timings with this logics behind, with the time efficiency. And this is not about lose or win. This is about time efficiency. Because in usual job in the world, usually the more you make, the more you get paid, or the more you work, the more you get paid. But if you bring that concept in trading, then it may take forever for you to monitor the chart until you make profits. I used to set like 100 pips or 150 pips or even 200 pips of stop loss because I didn't want to lose. So I thought if I have bigger stop loss, then within the 200 pips range, if the market goes my direction, then I make profits. That was my mindset. So I used to set, let's say when I enter trade right now, then I used to set the stop loss all the way down here, for example. And this is like 200, I think. This is 243 pips. So if you set the stop loss here, then yes, there may be a chance for the market to go up. Maybe it may break the pin bar, but this is still very few as compared to what you have for the stop loss. But then it may go down, it may break this support, the swing low, but still okay, this is still halfway through, and then the market may go up eventually, and you may make profits. I was thinking like this before, and used to have very big wide stop loss. But the problem for this one is, again, it takes few days or few weeks or sometimes few months until it hits the stop loss. And as it goes down, psychologically, it wasn't healthy. And in the meantime, I look for some new opportunities. And on these new trades, I may be losing too, and psychologically it wasn't really good either. So that's why I say quick out. I mean quick exit with a loss, but delay for the profits. So yeah, so that's I think how you should be able to trade. Yeah, so really the efficiency becomes a key to success, I think. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. I see lots of comments. Alright, so yeah, in terms of gold, it's ranging now to me still. So my advice is to wait for the breakout towards either direction. Either means the breakout of 1979 bullish to buy, or breakout of the Kumo or the support 1932 to sell. Right now this is exactly within the Kumo, so the market is really choppy. Okay. Yeah, I think S&P 500 is also bullish. Let me quickly take a look. Yeah, here's S&P 500. So you broke the resistance and now it's bullish. So the target is now 4640.7. And Kumo is a bit thin now. So in today is a bit doji. So next week may retrace. It may touch Tenkan-sen and then goes up. But in long term, this is bullish. Let me quickly check the weekly time frame also. Yeah, weekly time frame still shows it's bullish. So yeah, I think the market will reach 4640 sometime in June or July, I think. Okay. Okay, so I see lots of other comments, but I have to end the live. So after I finish the live and come back and enjoy your comments. But again, thank you very much for joining everyone today. I've seen that you have been very active on the comments lately. So thank you very much for your support and also participations. And I hope you continue to learn through what I share in my YouTube and make some nice profits, and also continue to learn and practice with consistency. So after this, in about 10 minutes, there will be a KTS Academy membership live. And today I will go deeper. Oh, sorry, not today, tomorrow, sorry. Tomorrow, Saturday, there will be membership live. So today, Friday, again, happy Friday. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you have a great weekend ahead, and see you all tomorrow. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay gold. Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you very much.